What started as a simple shop turned into a battle against mud, weather, and setbacks. But in the end, we delivered a 40x50 red iron weld-up with dual lean-tos. Curious on what it took and what it cost? Stick around as we're breaking it all down. Welcome back, Pack. Ed here from the marketing department. So long story short, our client came to us with a clear goal. She had outgrown her current shop and needed more room to run her business. Instead of continuing to commute to another location, she wanted a building on her own property, designed to fit her equipment and give her the space that her company needed to grow. After searching online, she found us through Google, and that's when she connected with David and Jane from the Dream Team. Shout out to the Dream Team for making this project happen. Anyways, Pack, the Dream Team not only works side by side here at WolfSteel Buildings, but they specialize in making your dream metal building come to life. If you're in the same spot, looking for more space to grow, this project might give you some ideas. When it came to the design, our client already had a vision in mind. Through research, she found a photo of a building that she liked online and sent it our way. From there, we brought it into our WolfSteel Online Designer, a powerful tool that makes easy to turn ideas into real workable layouts. With this tool, clients can see their building take shape in real time, make changes on the spot, and get a clear picture of what the final project will look like. For this build, she wanted lean-tos wrapping around the main structure, so we incorporated that into the mock-up. After a few small adjustments, the final design was approved, the same one you're seeing come to life today. It's a perfect example of how the right design tool bridges the gap between vision and reality. Per WolfSteel standards, once a client approves their layout and preliminary pricing, the next step is a site visit. That's where we walk the property, check elevation, drainage, access to the site, setbacks, and make sure everything's ready for the foundation plan. It may seem small, but missing details at this stage can cost time and money down the road. For this project, the design and pricing for the building and concrete was locked in. So the next step was getting the site prepped. Remember how I said that there was a lot of challenges in this project? Well, here's where they start. This challenge would end up following us through the site prep and even into the concrete pour. Something completely out of our control. If you're wondering what that was, well, let's just say Mother Nature had other plans. Originally, site prep was scheduled for January, but as you know, Texas has non-stop heavy rains, which kept pushing the timeline back. We didn't break ground until early February. And for those of you living in Texas, you know exactly how unpredictable that rainy season can be. One minute you're on the porch sipping on some wild turkey, and the next minute you're running for your life from a tornado. That's just Texas weather for you. But as you can tell from the photos, once the weather finally gave us a window, it was time to put boots on the ground. But before anything could move forward, our concrete team had to inspect the site. And what they found wasn't so great. Every site has its quirks. No site is ever perfect, but this one was far from it. The elevation was about 20 inches off level. Now, if I did my math right, that's about 1 foot and 6 inches to fix the off level of the site. So basically, we had to bring in close to 320 yards of dirt. Yes, 320. That's roughly 35 truckloads of filled dirt just to get this pad level out and ready. And if you're wondering how that went, let's just say it was rough. Ray kept coming back almost like Mother Nature herself didn't want this project to start. The site became muddy, hard to access, and it ended up taking nearly a month before things finally dried out enough for us to begin prep work. One of the biggest realities of construction is that not everything is in our control. This project is a perfect example. We provide you a timeline at the beginning of your project with the best and worst case scenario. Weather is always stated as a possible factor. From the start, the weather set us back about a month before site prep could even begin. And while our contracts always set expectations, the truth is that site conditions and weather can completely reshape a timeline. Be prepared for delays, especially if we're building through the rainy season. This is also true for the times of holidays, which is quickly approaching. Rain, mud, and access challenges are factors no one can avoid. The key here is how we plan, adapt, and push through those setbacks to keep the project moving forward, and that's what we did. And before we could pour concrete, we had to make sure that the footings were ready. Now here's where WolfSteel does things a little differently. When we dig our footings, we don't just stop at loose topsoil. We dig down into the understope soil to make sure that the foundation sits on solid ground. That combined with our reinforced footings and vapor barrier means this slab is built stronger than the industry standard and ready to support a building that lasts for decades. Another note is that the client decided to add plumbing to the shop before concrete. Smart move, because once the slab goes in, there's no going back. But like I mentioned earlier, we are located deep in the heart of Texas. So you guessed it, more rain. And when you're dealing with 45,000 pound concrete trucks, the last thing you want is for one of them to be buried up to the axles in mud. So the pour had to be postponed until late March, when the site was finally dried enough for us to get equipment in safely. From there though, it was smooth sailing. We poured the main 40x50 slab, 4 inches thick, rated at 3,500 psi, with 12x24 perimeter and internal footings. We also poured 2 lean-to slabs, one measuring 10x40 and the other 10x30. Altogether, they gave this building a rock-solid foundation that's built to last. Once the slab was cured, it was time to start the building phase. By early April, our crew had the frame welded up on site, and in about 2 weeks, this 40x50 red iron came to life. The main building stands 12 feet tall with a 312 roof pitch, finished in light stone for the roof and wall panels, paired with rustic red trim for a clean and bold contrast. Both lean-tos were built as a step-down connections, one at 10 by 40 and the other at 10 by 30, providing extra cover space while keeping the roofline visually balanced. For durability, we use 26 gauge PBR panels throughout. This building also includes a 10 by 10 tan overhead door with an opener. Beyond easy vehicle access for their business, the insulated design adds energy efficiency and helps protect the interior from temperature swings. For daily use, we installed a 36 by 84 steel walk-in door. Not only does it provide a quick and secure entry without opening up the garage door, but its steel construction adds another layer of security and long-term durability. To finish it off, 4 double pane windows were added to bring natural light into the space, making it more functional and comfortable for everyday use. At the end of the day, this shop wasn't just about building 4 walls and a roof. It was about creating a functional, durable space for our client's business to grow. From the foundation work to the red iron frame to the accessories that make it usable every day, every piece of this project was planned with purpose. But now that we've broken down each part of the process, here's the big picture. The total cost of this building came out to. That number includes everything: the building itself, the concrete foundation, doors and windows, gutters, the labor, materials, delivery, and tax. Every detail that brought this project together. Yes, we had our challenges along the way, but that's what makes this project unique. Like my mom always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we're proud of the way this one came together. Keep in mind, this price is only valid for 5 days after the posting of this video and may vary depending on your location. Lastly, Pack, if you found this build helpful or inspiring, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and drop us a comment below letting us know what you thought. And if you're enjoying this new style video, let us know in the comments. But that is enough for me for today. I'll see you in the next one.